What's going on, everybody? Welcome to yet another Q&A. In this Q&A, we're going to be talking about a few things. But first, we're going to open some mail. I got a couple boxes behind me, and I'm pretty sure I know what they are. But let's see. So, too big to put on my desk and show you. But that's okay. That's it, guys. That's what I got. Pretty cool, huh? No. No, instead, Python hats. So that's one of the boxes. And the other box, oh my gosh, a lot heavier than that one. Another one of these fantastic items. Python shirts. Dang. That looks pretty good. So after I launched the campaign, so if you didn't know, I did an Indiegogo campaign to start these shirts. You didn't know about the hats even if you did know about the campaign. But I did Python shirts and Python hoodies, and we did reach the goal and all that, so I've got everything. I'm still waiting on the hoodies. I'll probably show those hopefully by the next Q&A. We'll see. I'm expecting to get those anytime now, but well, actually, they haven't even been shipped yet. They're still in production, so who knows. All right, now on to the Q&A. So I got a lot of questions basically on scheduling. Basically, how do I schedule my day, as well as how do I actually like plan out and schedule, or like I guess more so like plan out my videos, the tutorial videos. So both of these things have changed pretty significantly over time, and they're probably going to change again in the future, but I can tell you kind of how things are going right now. So generally, like my typical day is I will wake up, drink a protein shake, drink some coffee. While I'm doing that, I'm reading like Reddit news, stuff like that. Also like Python Reddit. I'm catching up on like YouTube comments, emails, the plus equals ones, contacts, that kind of stuff. I pretty much do that until I'm done drinking my coffee. Then I'll usually work out, go for a bike or a run or something like that. Sometimes both. I live really close to some really nice like trails. Like they're actually like city-made kind of trails through relatively scenic locations, so it's a great place to kind of ride your bike or go run, or both. I usually ride my bike to a park and then I lock it up and then I go for a run. So I'll do that, come back, I will then eat something, shower and all that, and then I actually start my real like work day where I'm actually like doing something, and that could be all kinds of things. It could be something with any one of my businesses. It could be contracting, it could be consulting, it could be making a tutorial, filming a tutorial, who knows. So that's that. So that's kind of how I plan my day, and generally like I will work either until I'm just exhausted and I don't know, you can just kind of feel sometimes when you're just like you're done mentally, and at that point nothing's gonna get done at that point, so I'll quit. But for the most part, I'll work until usually like 8 or 9 or something like that. Sometimes later, if I'm like really into something, I'll work I'll work till like midnight or something, and just basically work from like 7 a.m. to midnight and skip everything else. It just really depends. So on to the next thing. Basically, how do I actually plan the actual videos themselves? This has changed a lot too. I used to like I would like write the script first, like the actual Python script. And then I would kind of like memorize that, and then I would go through and try to do the tutorial, and then there were other times where I would just kind of like just do the tutorial without even really thinking about it and just see how that went. My biggest thing now is I actually try to just record a tutorial all the way through without ever needing to edit the video. If I have to edit the video, it's annoying, because if I can record it all the way through, like with XSplit, which is what I'm recording on right now, you're just getting my webcam, but you can set scenes in XSplit, and it's really mostly, I think, for streamers, but you can use it to record, and you can record your desktop and a webcam at the same time. You could throw in pictures and stuff, and it's really easy. You record all the way through, and then you don't have to throw it into something like Sony Vegas to do the editing and then rendering and all that. And then for whatever reason, when I render, a lot of times things can just go wrong, like video and audio can get out of sync, and I already have problems with video and audio sync. I don't need any more. So my biggest goal is just to record all the way through. And ever since I launched pythonprogramming.net, I found that I really just would want to neglect doing the text-based write-ups. So I do the video, and then it might take me weeks to do the text-based write-ups for the tutorials. So kind of the thing that I'm doing now is I will first write the text-based version of the tutorial and kind of go through it. So that's the first time I kind of go through the content that I'm going to teach. And then from there, I go teach it. Now, depending on what it is, sometimes I'll have it up, like either on, you can't see it, but well, actually you can. Yeah, the screen right here. Also, now I have a 4K screen, so sometimes I actually have it on the other half of the screen now. So it really just depends. I'll put it somewhere, and I'll usually just like put up the code or something like that, or sometimes the text-based version of the tutorial. But for the most part, I just want to put up the code just so I can reference that real quick, especially if I hit some sort of strange error and I'm like, what the heck is happening? So it really just depends. Sometimes I will just go straight through without really actually looking at anything, and there's quite a few tutorials that differ from the text-based version of the tutorial, but I try to keep them on the same as much as possible. So anyway, hopefully that answers your question. Also, I got another question. There's actually an okay question, but you posted it on multiple videos, unrelated videos, and I'm just going to throw it out there as a public service announcement. If you do that, I just don't answer your question, okay? All comments that come through, basically I get comments in the order that they were posted. It has nothing to do with how old the video is. So if you post a new comment on a really old video, it still goes right to the top of my comments. I get an email for it and everything. I'll see your comment. So when people like post double questions because they really want me to see their question or their comment or whatever, I just ignore it. Same thing with emails. If you send me an email to the exact same email to 2 email addresses at the same time, I hate that. I'm not going to answer that email. So I don't mind it. Like if I miss your email and then like 3 days later you try a new email, that's totally fine. But please don't send me double emails, and don't post the same comment on multiple videos. It just clogs up comments. I already can't respond to all of the comments, and I also can't respond to all my emails. So those two things really just really get me going. So anyway, there's that. If that's you, I'm not going to call you out, but if that's you, feel free to post your comment again just once on this video, and I will answer your question. Other than that, I think we're about set. I did want to show this other comment, this "what are your goals" comment. That's quite the existential comment. If you want to maybe I don't know, be a little more specific on that comment, let me know. If not, I'll answer that at some point. That's going to be hard to condense into a single Q&A, but I'll do my best. Alright, in closing, I just wanted to ask for some time frames. Give me times in Central Time, that is my time, for streaming. So my plan is to do some streaming on various like code challenge websites. So you've got like Project Euler, you've got Advent of Code, HackerRank, Kaggle. I won't do any I probably won't do any like existing paid competitions for Kaggle just because there's so many rules and regulations for those. But there's a lot of like older ones or free ones and stuff. They're really great competitions to like kind of, or even the competitions or just like the challenges and kind of I forget if they call them homework. I forget what they call them, but like research questions, stuff like that. Anyway, there's a bunch of these competition sites. The ones that I have, let me just go through. I got Code Wars, HackerRank, Kaggle, Project Euler, Python Challenge. Let me pull that one up. Advent of Code. I'm not sure which one. Oh, no, literally, pythonchallenge.com. If you have any other ones that you really want to add to the list, let me know. But more importantly, I want to know what kind of times would you want to see streams of solving these kinds of problems. So my goal for the stream is to just kind of have the stream be very much a two-way street. I don't want to just be like solving these problems on stream. I'd like to be solving them with everyone on stream. So it's kind of important that I try to accommodate as many times as I can. So yeah, just give me times in Central Time. If you don't know how to convert to Central Time, that's really fine. Just go to Google and literally type whatever time you would like in your time zone, converted to CT, and Google will do it for you. So anyways, leave those below. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in another video.